Let's look at the grocery store. This is another place where you might see small children on devices. And we've always told parents that a great functional way to practice vocabulary is at the grocery store. Here we have categories naturally set up for us. There are different types of food on different aisles. Frozen food, meat, dairy, fruits, and vegetables. It's a great way for children to learn new words. And categories are just the tip of the iceberg for the language that kids can learn at the grocery store. Again, I'd like to remind you of the fine line between low-level, cognitively active, and passive. What's the difference between watching a video and playing Angry Birds, or reading endless social media posts? This is the screen time that really needs to be avoided in children still acquiring language skills. Age range is also a factor to consider. This classification matrix applies to older children, children that are old enough to use a screen at school, and even the active screen time with indirect social communication or with no social communication is yellow, indicating caution, meaning there still needs to be limits here too. And based on earlier content in this presentation, we should understand that active indirect social communication, that section should be read for a toddler or preschooler. I'll talk more about the American Academy of Pediatrics recommendations in just a moment. In this photo, we see a group of children playing Legos. They're building something together, while another child is on a Chromebook. Some questions you could ask students when you present this photo are all the children doing the same thing? Where are they? What do you think they're doing? Which child is doing something different? How can the students playing Legos include the boy using the Chromebook in the group? What do you think they might talk about? I had students in general education respond that the boy in the Chromebook could be looking up a Lego building strategy to share with the group. That's absolutely using screen time in a productive way to interact and to help the group goal. Asking this question is a great way to look at how we solve problems and use tools productively. This would have been excellent information to have if I had been conducting a speech and language evaluation with these students. Using photographs really provides the context that kids need to expand discussions, and it will get them talking more and sharing their own experience. I've provided some examples and many more in my PDF attachment entitled Examining Social Communication During Screen-Based Activities. I have created this attachment for you to download and use in your therapy sessions to begin focusing on the pragmatics of screen time. IGD is diagnosed by mental health professionals using the Problematic Media Use Measure, which is a checklist that looks at how an individual's gaming affects social relationships. To make things more complicated for the SLP, the symptoms of IGD also overlap with communication disorders. For example, preoccupation with games, which may sound like many students on your caseload. We should ask, do they really have a preoccupation? Or do they need language support in order to talk about other subjects? And are they getting the level of language support that they need? Closely related to reading is phonological awareness. We also see missed opportunities in this area. Phonological awareness is critical in learning to read. When using screens, children are missing out on practicing phonological awareness skills in a natural play context. Phonological awareness games include children's rhymes, chants, and songs, such as Miss Mary Mac or Down on the Banks of the Hanky Panky. They can even include a child simply making up words in play. For example, kids often make up words out of silliness. Maybe they say something like walkie socky talkie, smacky macky, simply because they think it's funny. They are really practicing the following phonological awareness skills: making nonsense words, rhyming, alliteration, initial sound identification, sound segmenting, substitution, and blending. This type of play can happen naturally without any direct intervention or instruction. These opportunities are likely missed when a child is on a device, especially when headphones are involved. As reading demands increase, children may still be struggling with these foundational skills, which presents a significant challenge for performing at grade level.